Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. My dear students, I am Mohammad Abdullah Murad Chaudhary, Senior Lecturer, Department of Agricultural Studies, Milestone College. Today, I will give the lecture which is Chapter 6, first paper, and this is the second part of this chapter. Last lecture, I'll give you the some topic of this chapter, which was a concept of preservation, then causes of fruits and vegetable preservation, symptoms of fruits and vegetable preservation, and method of fruit preservation. Today, today's topic is method of vegetable preservation. How can you preserve the vegetable? Because we know very well vegetable is very fresh, soft and succulent. It can be preserved long time without any process. So we have to follow some process for preserve this vegetable. Might be short time, might be long time. Let's see how we could explain this process. First one is on the basis of duration. That means according to the duration we can preserve the vegetable. One is short time and the other one is long time. What is the way of preserving vegetable in short time? When you preserve the vegetable in short time, that place should be sufficient air and shady. That means proper shade and air ventilation should be ensured that place. And that place, and you have to ensure that place is no sunlight enter on that place. And then the wall should be proper, that means no other sunlight or other heat enter in that place inside the wall or come out that place from the wall. Next, air pass door and window, and you have to ensure that from the window and the door the air ventilation will be proper. Next is kept in shelf, and you have to ensure that you have to preserve that vegetable on the shelf. That means you are not able to preserve the fish on the floor. You have to make the a shelf with bamboo or with iron or with wood, and then you have to preserve or put that vegetable on the top of that shelf. Next is if there is a leafy vegetable like spinach or something like that, then you have to cover with the poly bag, and then you have to preserve that. Without poly bag you are not able to preserve that fish, that might be rotten. And then make sure that do not provide high temperature or do not very low temperature. So if we provide this type of environment and for preserving fruit, then we can preserve for short time of period. And even you can preserve inside a refrigerator where temperature is about 4 degrees Celsius, 4 to 7 degrees Celsius, and ensure the vegetable before you inside the refrigerator, keep it in a poly bag and then keep in the refrigerator. This all method is for short period of time and not more than 7 days. You cannot preserve vegetables more than 7 days with this is short time method. So this is the short time method. Next is long time. What will be the long time process? There is only one way for keeping the vegetable long time is cold storage. Cold storage is a place or in a room where is airtight but only temperature inside that place which is about minus 4 degree to 0 to minus 4 degree or sometime minus 5 degree or sometime more than that. In that place you have to preserve the fruit, and you have to ensure that cold storage, you have to clean the fruit, put inside the poly bag and put in the cold storage chamber. And other thing is not all vegetable is is required for same temperature or same humidity. It depends on the vegetables. Some vegetables need -4 degree temperature. Some vegetables need -7 degrees Celsius. Some vegetables need 0 degrees Celsius. It depends on the vegetable, and even on the even the relative humidity as well. So you have to understand before you preserve the inside the cold storage. Inside the cold storage, we can preserve about more than 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, 4 months, 6 months. It depends according to the vegetable. So next point is on the basis of situation. Regarding situation, we have to preserve. We can preserve vegetable in different method. In this method, there will be two processes. One is deep freezer and one is drying method. Other thing I forgot to tell you, which is in cold storage for long time, commercially vegetable can be preserved in cold storage on long time period. So we are here on the basis of situation. First one is deep freezer and second one is drying. Let's explain the deep freezer method. What is deep freezer? In deep freezer, we have to do some process which is called blanching. This is very, very important. Blanching. Blanching. What is blanching? Blanching is the process. First, take the vegetable and cut the unnecessary part like root and then clean it properly. After cleaning the vegetable, cut in the small pieces, and then that small pieces of vegetable put inside the boiling water about 3 to 4 minutes. That is called blanching. And then that vegetable, remove the hot water from the vegetable after 3 to 4 minutes and put inside the polybag. And that polybag put inside the deep freezer about -4 degrees Celsius temperature. This is the process of deep freezer. I repeat. First, cut the unnecessary part of the vegetable, then clean it properly with water, then cut it in small pieces, then put the small pieces inside the boiling water about 3 to 4 minutes. That is called blanching. And after 3 to 4 minutes, remove the hot water and put inside the polybag, and then leave inside or store in the deep freezer. In this process, we can preserve vegetable about more than one time, more than 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, 4 months, or 1 year. And we can preserve this method in commercially as well and in the household uses as well. In our country, maximum housewife or household family use this process, that is deep freezer. In this process, we can preserve cabbage, we can preserve carrot, we can preserve cauliflower, this type of vegetable. Next point is drying. What is drying? Drying is a little bit similar than deep freezer. Let's talk about the drying. First, we have to follow the blanching. What is blanching? Blanching is clean the unnecessary part of the plant or vegetable like root, then clean or wash with water and then cut in small pieces. Then that small pieces put inside the boiling water about 3 to 4 minutes. After that, remove that from the hot water and immediately put inside the cold water. And then that cold water, that piece of that vegetable dry on the sun dry. That means leave on the sunlight and would be drying, or you can use solar dry. When the water content of that vegetable will be 6 to 8%, that time that vegetable is ready to preserve. and after that you have to put inside the polybag and put that polybag inside a tin or inside a container. That is called drying process. In this process we can preserve potato, we can preserve banana, etc. So this is the process of method of vegetable preservation. What we start on the basis of duration, short time, long time, then on the basis of situation, deep freeze and drying. Next point is importance of fruits and vegetable preservation. Why we need to preserve vegetable? Why we need to preserve fruits? So protect from rotting. Definitely sometimes when you collect or when you harvest vegetable or fruits, that time after selling that we have lots of extra. So what we should do, if we can preserve that one, then that fruit or vegetable do not rot. That is why we need preservation. Next is all year. We can, if we preserve that food, we can get food in all the year round. Like we know summer mango is a summer fruit, but sometimes we can get in winter season as well. Next is meet up demand. We have meet up the demand of fruits and vegetable in the country, because if we not, I told you before as well, fruit and vegetable is very fresh and soft and succulent. It can be rotten very quick. If we do not preserve properly, then we cannot send this one to the whole country consumer. So if we preserve properly, then we can send this one all over the country as well as in the world as well. Then export. Export means if we preserve properly, then we can export to the foreign country as well and earn foreign currency as well. Then price. Sometimes if we do not preserve it, then we cannot get proper price. Sometimes when is the season time, that time the price of the fruit or vegetable is very less. And if it is not preserved, and then we can sell it when we have got more price. Then create employment opportunity, because due to the vegetable preservation and fruit preservation, we have got lots of process to preserve the fruit and vegetable. Then we can give employment to the involved to the job as well. Next is industrial raw materials. Some industry built with this vegetable and fruits, like mango juice. There is lots of mango juice industry in our country, like Pran, Sejan, etc. So if we do not preserve the mango, we cannot produce mango juice. So this is the other importance as well. Then nutrients. It fulfills the nutrient value of our country as well as for the human being. So this is the second part of chapter 6. You have lots of CQ from, you have lots of MCQ from these topics, like method of vegetables. You have got blanching, you have got cold storage, short time, long time, and CQL as well. You have to memorize properly and importance as well. Thank you very much.